Hello chaps, how are you? If you play a little bit of blues from time to time but feel that you can't break out of those pentatonic boxes, then stick around, you're going to find this useful. Okay, so let's assume we're going to do a typical 12-bar blues in the key of A. You would assume that that would mean you'd be using the chords of A, D and E. That's not strictly the case. The three chords that a blues in A will be based around would be A7, D7 and E7. And you could play those chords in various ways around the neck, obviously. And there's also other variations on those chords, like ninths and 13ths and stuff like that, if you want to get a little bit jazzy. But the thing all of these chords have in common, they're called dominant chords, by the way. The thing that they all have in common is what's called a tritone interval. And all that means is that lurking within each chord there are two notes that are a tritone, or 6 semitones or frets apart. In the A7, for example, we've got this G note, 5th fret on the D string, and this C sharp note at the 6th fret on the G string, and the G note will also repeat there at the 8th fret on the B string. And basically the kind of instability, that kind of tension that's in a 7th chord that isn't there in a major chord is caused by that tritone interval. It's almost like if you took an A7 chord and put it in a saucepan and boiled it down to its essential ingredients, its concentrated flavour would be contained in that pair of notes. And the same is true for the other two chords in the blues as well, the D7 and the E7. And here's the really cool thing: you can take that tritone interval that's in the A7 chord, and if you move it down 1 fret, by the magic of music theory, you get the tritone interval that's in the D7 chord. Don't know if you can see properly. I'll just kind of... No, you can't. I can't get close enough to the camera for you to see, but there's the notes individually. The F sharp note at the 4th fret on the D string, and the C note at the 5th fret on the G string. Those are the two notes that make up the tritone in a D7 chord. There they are, moving back up a fret, and we've got the pair of notes from an A7 chord. If we take the A7 and move it up a fret, like that, the A7 tritone, and move it up a fret, we get the tritone interval from an E7 chord. So you can kind of have an A7 rather based around these two notes, a D7 based around these two notes, and an E7 based around these two notes. And a lot of blues rhythm guitarists will just kind of use that pair of notes. If you get like a nice walking kind of bass line going on, you can create a rhythm guitar part just by vamping on those two notes. Down to the D7 and so on, like that, and it'll sound perfectly full and supportive in a rhythm guitar context with just a bass line going on underneath that. We're going to look at how you can utilise this for playing lead guitar though. What's coming up shortly is a little solo that I did, just a one-take improvisation of a slow blues. I've deliberately left all of the kind of twiddly fast flashy stuff out of it to make it as accessible as possible, and you'll see that I'm using these tritone intervals over each relevant chord. Sometimes I'll just use one of the notes, sometimes I'll use both of them. They may be consecutive, or they may be kind of just in close proximity to each other in the solo. Various other places where they occur as well, the C and F sharp, there like that. In a few places in this solo I take this B note at the 12th fret, bend that up a fret to the C, and then onto that F sharp there, or maybe go with this E to F sharp bend here, so you get licks that kind of go like that. Brilliant little bluesy sounding idea. Take a look at the solo, see if you can figure out or spot whereabouts I'm targeting these notes, and basically all the supporting cast of notes, if you like, are really just nothing more than our favourite old pentatonic boxes. Right, I hope you found this useful, and stick around for more videos. If you like what you've seen, then don't forget to hit subscribe, and if you live on Teesside in the northeast of England and you'd like some tailored one-to-one guitar tuition, then get in touch, and the details will be at the end of the video. Oh, and if you like bluesy kind of melodic guitar playing, then check out my new album. It's called The Whiskey Made Me Do It, and I'll put the purchase links in the description underneath this video. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time. Bye for now.